Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday morning. We're all here. We're going to have another morning chat. Real quick, I do want to remind you that it is Wednesday, so Workshop Wednesday is tonight. I know we've picked up quite a few subscribers since the first episode of the podcast, Zero Hour. The podcast is Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My 1 hour live stream is every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look forward to seeing hopefully all of you in both of those live stream chats. But we're here for morning chat. And what do I want to say for today is how many of us are those hard-headed ones that want the job done right? It could be anything from seeing somebody sweep the floor and they're just doing it wrong. Just let me do it, right? Or maybe they're trying to repair something and they're just kind of fidgeting and maybe they don't have the training or whatever, and you're just like, look, just put the tools down, let me do it. Maybe they're cooking and they're not quite doing it the way that you like or something along those lines. Maybe they're doing it because they don't have the training. Maybe it's out of boredom. Maybe they've been doing it for too long. Maybe it's just a job that they truly dislike, and they're getting it done. It's kind of half done. It's you can tell something was done. It's not 100%, but it's good enough, right? Well, the only problem is that starts getting you into that mentality of being that lone wolf. Even though that you are in a group, right? You're trying to take on everything yourself. And it's just not possible, right? Think about trying to run a business. Okay? Let's just say that we run a convenience store. Well, you need to keep the place, clean. And so you're going to have people that are washing windows and sweeping, mopping floors, taking out the trash, making sure the bathrooms are clean. You're going to have people that stock the shelves, make sure that new products coming out, things are labeled, front, faced, all that different stuff. You're going to have a track of inventory so you know what you have and what you need to order, and what's not selling, what's selling really well. You got to have people that are up front taking the money and things like that. We can go on and on and on. That's a lot of jobs, right? Now, yeah, depending, if it's a small one, you can have people wear many hats. But the thing is you can't do it all by yourself. I mean, I suppose you could, but it'd be one of those things that the bell goes off because somebody comes through the door and, good morning, how are you? And then all of a sudden somebody else comes in and somebody else comes in, and then the first person goes, excuse me, can you tell me how much this thing is? And you walk away. Well, now somebody goes, excuse me, I'm trying to cash out. Well, now you start walking back up. Then somebody says, excuse me, the bathroom's having trouble. I mean, how thinly stretched can you get? It's one of those that you can only give your time and attention to a certain number of tasks. If you do one task, your focus and attention is 100% on it. But that's a rare case. Usually we're doing 2 to 3 things at once, especially, I'm talking about if you have kids or grandkids, because kids like to do kid things. They like to stick things in their mouth and color on walls and do various random kid things. And so it doesn't matter if you're washing dishes or folding laundry or whatever. You've always got an eye and an ear open, listening to make sure that they're okay and they're not doing anything they're not supposed to. But that goes into preparedness, right? In SHTF, you could be gardening, you could be doing laundry, you could be doing a new number of different things, but something like security should be on everybody. Even though you may have a security person or a security team, every single person should have an eye and an ear open, so that way, you can make sure that things are covered, and that it's kind of like that early warning system. Because even if you have one or a team of people running security, it's always a good benefit if everybody's participating. And everybody needs to participate in just about everything. That's why it's one of those that you will hear most of us say, find your people now. Get the jobs delegated. Figure out what jobs are going to need to be done if an SHTF event occurs. Even if it's short, let's just say that there's a mass civil unrest and they shut your city down. Nobody in or out of the city. They've blockaded it all up and it lasts for 2 weeks. What are you going to do in that 2 weeks time if you have restricted movements and things like that? What jobs need to be done? Who can even get to you? Maybe they're stuck inside the city, or they're stuck on the opposite end of the city, and roads are impassable and they can't get to you. It's one that we have sometimes a really good plans of having the whole team there. Other times, the whole team may not make it there for one reason or another. So make sure that you have it to where the best laid plans seldom go according to plan, and that you have the mindset of there is no 100% perfection, right? Yes, some things need to be as close to perfect as possible, but other times we just need to maybe see why it's not being done. Maybe they need more training. Maybe it's just a task that somebody's not good at, right? We all have a few things that we're just not good at, no matter how hard we try. And just kind of, you have to go from there. It's one that even though you have a person that is ex special force, JSOC, whatever, and he's your head of security, they should still participate in just about every other job, right? Maybe not, doing, some sort of surgery or something like that if you have a surgeon on your team, but they should have medical. They should know how to do water and food and hunt and, watch over the kids and, do everything. It should be a team effort, and everybody should know how to do each other's jobs. So, but I've gone on long enough. We're going to leave it there. So I hope you guys have a great day, an amazing day, a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. And with that, remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.